Hey guys!
We're here on Monday to do one of our infamous doubleheaders, starting off with Nightfall. The name of the song is Meteor Gods. This is a band that I really dig. They're from Greece. I've reviewed one of their albums on the channel. I've had them on the channel for an interview, but we've never done one of their music videos, and that's about to change right now. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this. Before the video started, we had a little bit of a laugh because I saw Nightfall and I started saying...
You thought it was Unto Others.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's the name of the band. I mean, there's a lot of Nightfalls out there. There's a lot of songs named Nightfall, actually.
I know, but now...
We should do a whole week of Nightfall.
But now when I...
Band
and then we end
songs.
off with... the
Unto Others?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe down the line. Maybe in the future. Anyways, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Oh, it's live, by the way. I forgot to tell you. Wow, give that guitar player a raise. Because he fucking killed it. Alright, so this is a band that obviously I'm familiar with, but you're not. Your first time, I believe, listening to them. So, what do you think about Nightfall, and in this case, Meteor Gods?
It was good. It reminded me, I mean, him wearing that, whatever the fuck he was wearing.
Phantom of the Opera, almost, kind of?
No, I'm talking about the actual, like, sweater he's wearing. It's
the
sweater.
hood?
It's very thin, but it's a thin hood. It reminded me of Behemoth.
Oh, okay.
Because...
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
But then...
I thought you were going to go with Swallow the Sun, because they all play, like, when they play live, they all have that same kind of attire, and they cover... Oh, you never seen them?
Never seen them live.
Okay, well, not everybody can be like me.
And not everyone can witness glory, upon the water, at least.
Alright.
But... this had something...
I see what you did there. Okay, come on.
This had something to it. Like, it reminded me... It reminded me a lot of like Behemoth, obviously, and seeing Behemoth live and stuff. So that's why I'm kind of gravitating towards this a lot. The song, although moving fast, at the same time, just has you.
It grinds down.
It kind of grinds down, even though guitar wise, pretty.
Fuck, the guitars are phenomenal on this track.
The guitar wise, really well, really good, and also fast at some points. But even when they are fast, it doesn't feel like they're moving at the same pace as everything else, but not in a bad way. It's different, but it's good. I enjoy it. It reminded me a lot of Behemoth, but not like fully sound wise, but still a little bit sound wise. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah, I never looked at it from that perspective, but okay.
But I enjoyed it. It's something. It's not something completely new. It's not something completely new I've listened to before, but I enjoy it. And I'm not having like an over-the-top reaction because there's definitely not the sound that you should have over-the-top reactions for. But I can admit those fucking guitars were mental throughout the entire song.
Oh, and having the two female vocalists.
Yeah, those were really nice. I enjoyed those at the start.
But then when they came in with the guitars, they were so good.
Those were really good too.
Created such a nice atmosphere.
I really enjoyed that at the start because it gave you that
somberness,
but also larger. Like it was like levitating a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that.
But I liked when they came back after.
I like his voice too. I really enjoy his harsh vocals. Obviously, they give you that graspiness and heaviness throughout the song. Where when those female vocals did shine in, they were able to lighten up the song. Not lighten up the actual song, but lighten up the mood.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I really enjoyed it. I'm not a fan of the fucking Phantom of the Opera thing. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. Listen, you know how I am. I'm the style guy.
He's my bro, so you better be careful.
I'm the what did you call me before?
The fashion guru.
The fashion guru.
Fashion police.
I'm the fashion police on this channel. I'm not a big fan of the.
You guys should see how he dresses.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
I don't like the. I think for this type of music, it's not needed. The
hood over is more than enough.
The hood over is more than enough. But then also, I don't know if that was a guitar player or bass player. When it moved to him, he was also wearing like a leather jacket with studs.
It was the guitar player because the bass player was all the way in the back.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a little bit of everything here.
I don't know. The studs is not my thing.
Okay, so
I think especially with this sound, all you guys need, and I think the drummer is. The drummer, I was loving him, by the way. I was loving the
drum sound.
I was loving the drum. I almost completely looked over that, but I actually really enjoyed the drums on this song. Even the parts where it showed him, I really enjoyed because not only that, I mean, the song is somber, but you can see him having still a good time and going at it, and I really like that. But fashion guru wise, you guys are good with just the hoods, man. I think everyone other than the drummer. Everyone needs to get that same type of hood, because you guys
and just get into that mood.
I think you guys, because this sound really calls for it.
All right. So,
you want to go?
Can I go now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I gotta say. First of all, I was a little bit concerned when the video started with the lights, because if you're gonna have those what's it called? Strobe lights going on a live video is not necessarily the best idea, specifically if you're recording the video from close distance.
Exactly.
Because it looks like something is wrong with the image. It really fucks up the image. Now, that was only at the beginning. It didn't stay like that for the whole video, and I'm happy it didn't. You just have to be aware that if you're recording a concert, a music video, whatever it is.
Strobe lighting should not be used.
And if it's going to be used, the person recording or the video used for that specific portion has to be from where the sound booth is.
Exactly.
Far back.
Because
so it gives you a sense of depth and gives you a sense of distance. You don't want to be up and close, because if it's up and close, it fucks up the image completely.
Not only that, the light can shine onto the camera and fuck you up.
Yeah, so you gotta be as far back in the venue as possible.
Which happens to us at concerts all the time, especially at the Rebel. Oh, the Rebel, if you go into the Rebel, make sure that, you know, you have to get an eye doctor appointment the next day, and 2, you're going to watch 75% of the show, because the other 25% is you getting fucking blinded by God himself, just blinding you.
I know, because the light people are not very good.
They're not. It's like, it looks
either
cool.
One, they don't understand the music, they don't understand the vibe of the music, and they just want to create this idea that you're at Club 54, and you're not.
But the thing is, the light itself, I don't, now we're going on a different rant, but I fucking hate it when that happens, because it ruins obviously my eye, and
you can't look at the stage.
I can't see shit, right?
No, you can't see anything.
No, it's not really called for in a lot of songs and in a lot of tracks. I mean, those lights are nice if it's like a slower track and the light strobes onto the crowd and it dissipates over time. But these ones, they light onto the crowd, and then it's like, oh, you're in front of me? Well, you're about to get fucked first.
Listen, the only time I want those when it's a video like this, when you're recording a video, you have to be really aware of the light. You have to be really aware. In my opinion, I thought if this is going to go on for the whole video, you just fucking ruined it. It didn't. It was only at the beginning. Then after that, they had the right lighting for the type of video that they're putting together. But if you're going to go with those strobe lights now outside of a video, if you're going to go with that in a live concert, do that when you have like a barrage of drums towards the end of a track. When you go like... And then you have the lights going like that at the same time you're doing that, and it's at the end of the track. And there's nobody singing, there's nothing else happening. You can totally get away with it. But if you're doing that in the middle of a fucking chorus, it blinds everybody. It blinds everybody, and it takes away from the show. It takes away from the performance. It's happened quite a bit, like you said, at the Rebel. But I think it comes down to where the lights are and to then who's doing the lighting.
Where you are also, but then that doesn't matter because the lights also they have a perfect angle of a firing squad. Material.
They just blind everybody.
It blinds everybody. All right.
So I just want to mention that at the beginning because that was a concern, but it didn't affect how the video went.
Okay, but after hearing me about the Behemoth thing, do you agree?
Yes and no. I mean, it's hard for me to say that because I've listened to a lot of this band, so I have a little bit more of a broadened range of what I know of who they are.
But I'm not saying.
But you just based on this song you talking about?
Based on this song.
There are some
not fully.
There are some elements that you can see there, but like I also see some Swallow the Sun elements.
Yeah,
like
of course.
There's a lot of different. This is a band that doesn't have just one genre that you can say, okay, this is who they are.
Yeah.
They have.
I didn't go with.
They dab. They dab quite a bit.
I didn't go with Swallow the Sun because I feel like that was more of the.
If you've seen them live, you haven't. But if you saw them live. The way he's presenting himself, not with a mask, you would be like, oh, this is totally Swallow.
But since I haven't, I also didn't go with that because I also did feel that too. I just didn't go with that because I felt like that was the one you already kind of
but it's fine.
But I feel like the Behemoth one was something maybe not on your radar right away.
No, it didn't
but it's not fully, but there is elements in there.
So
that reminded me of it.
So we talked about the lights, we talked about that. Three quick things I just want to add. One is that the drums on this track sound phenomenal. And I was expecting the drums to sound phenomenal because this is a live video. And normally that's one of the best sounding elements, at least it should be one of the best sounding elements on any concert. You need to feel the thickness of the drums. You need to feel the power of the drums. And I don't want to go to a live show where I can't hear the drums or they're super thin.
And not only that, I feel like the drums are also able to pick up, especially live, they're able to pick up where some other instruments lack. Because I feel like
they fill in the gaps.
They fill in the gaps.
They should.
They should always fill in the gaps. But I also feel like, sometimes there's I think this was more in Iceland where sometimes the guitar you'd hear a little bit of the feedback, but then the drums would just become a little bit louder, so they just drown out the feedback you get from the guitar, which fills in that space and also get rid of that annoying sound with something a lot
makes it sound
better.
more complete.
It makes it sound way more complete. And that's also where if you're listening to a live video and the drums are shit,
if the drums are shit on a live video, the live performance is not going to be that good.
Exactly.
I mean, to me, that's kind of your starting point, and then everything
Your
else...
starting point should be,
and
we
then
need good drums.
And then everything else comes from there. At the same time, you don't want them to overpower everything else.
Obviously, but
you have to find a nice medium.
You want them to do what the drums should be doing.
And I felt like over here they did.
They did. And then, especially seeing him, you know...
Yeah, and then going into the guitars. The guitars on this track were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. Just give the guy a raise. Absolutely phenomenal guitars from start to finish. I said it was going to be 3. It's going to be 4 quick things. The other one is I love how much the bass popped, not consistently from the beginning to the end of the song, but in the moments where you needed a little bit more thickness, where you needed a little bit more darkness.
It gave you that.
When you needed a little bit more groove, but a dark groove, the bass kind of popped into the mix, and you could really feel it, you could really hear it. Last but not least, the vocals. I really like the vocals in Nightfall. It's definitely one of the pillars of the band. It's one of the consistencies of this band, because if you listen to Nightfall, you're going to find different songs that you can easily categorize into different genres. But what keeps the red line moving is the vocals. The consistency in the vocals from start to finish is always there, and it was there in this video.
And I think that's what I enjoyed more about this band. Was obviously I enjoyed the drums and everything, but the vocal
tell a story.
The vocals tell a story, and they're also very well how you say how do you say, they're just well given, I guess. I can't find the word, but the way they come across.
Okay, they're way given.
I don't know.
What the fuck does that mean?
I can't think of the word, man. Yeah, but the way they come across very well, especially in the song. They're perfect. Like in each little category, they're just perfect. They don't really fuck up in any way. I really enjoyed just the graspiness and everything. I was also wondering the entire show, what the fuck is on his microphone? Is that like...
It's a dagger.
Is that a dagger? I thought it was a thing you'd garden with.
No, it's a fucking shank.
Oh.
So you can kill people. You can kill bitches.
I thought it literally... And
snitches. You can kill bitches and snitches.
I thought it was one of two things. A lightning bolt.
Gardening thing. I know what you're talking about, but...
And the gardening thing, which you cannot tell me it does not... Especially when there's...
Oh, yeah. After the show, he's going to go into the back of the venue and he's going to do some gardening. It's a fucking dagger.
Well, obviously, you don't want to spend too much money on the road, so if you're just, making something in the back...
Well, he's planting weed at every venue?
He's planting some
carrying
tomatoes.
He's carrying weed in a jar?
No, he's planting some tomatoes, some stuff for the band to eat so they don't have to spend too much money.
By the time they leave the venue, the stuff that hasn't grown yet didn't flourish. What the fuck?
Obviously.
Anyhow,
they put it back in the thing.
Anyhow, it's a fucking dagger. Dude, come on.
Get
with the program.
It's a dagger, but if you look...
That way you can stab all the haters.
During the show, I want everyone to put in the comments, during the show... If you're not well versed in this band, you won't know. But come on, the microphone's on the top, and then there's a little divot, and then there's the actual blade.
Yeah, it's almost like like a bayonet.
I know, but for some reason, the first thing that came to mind was that thing that you use for gardening, because it's the exact same. It's the exact same.
Is it like a spatula?
If you ever want to make a tribute band, all you gotta do is get duct tape and tape.
Tribute band. I love Nightfall, guys. I love you guys, but they're not at the level of having a tribute band. Just keeping it real.
If one day he doesn't have the mic and the bayonet and stuff, just go to your local Home Depot in the area, your Greek Home Depot. Don't know what that is called, but get yourself one of those little things. Duct tape, man.
Okay. All right. This video has jumped the shark. On that note, guys, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after this one. See ya.
See ya.